This is my character's CEO office. Um, we'll take a quick look around.
I've gotta go. Someone's coming. Anything you need, boss.
What am I doing wearing my helmet inside? There we go. All right. Man, I don't know what I paid the chick for. This place is a mess. I hate all this crap on the floor. Sometimes I throw lit cigarettes on there just in the hopes it'll catch fire. They really need to give us an option to clean this crap out. Like this is horrendous. It looks so tacky. But yeah, this is the CEO office, and now we're gonna go to
So,
the
we going to
garages.
have a good week,
This
boss?
my CEO office is the Arcadia building, and this is where I keep all my cars from 1920 to 1965. All the classic cars in the game throughout those years. Starting with office garage number 1. This will be where I keep the 1920s through basically 1950. Or at least the early 50s. All right. We got the Roosevelt, which in my opinion is one of the most beautiful cars in the game. Here we have it in purple and blue and chrome. This is the Roosevelt Valor, so it's the upgraded version. A few more options for customization. Otherwise, it's the same thing as the Roosevelt. So no sense in having both of them in here. It's yeah, she sure is pretty. Next to her is the Frankenstrange, which is basically a chopped and modded version of the Roosevelt. Um, Man, that engine sounds badass. I love the way it rumbles. Um, this is like a bluish gray and gold. Um, it's it's pretty. All my cars are pretty. I've got pretty weird taste though, so uh, yeah, you just bear with me. Here we have the Hustler in a beautiful green with matching wheels. Um, it's got the Broken Saints license plate, same as the Roosevelt over there. Um, I've got a. I spent all my. I bought every available license plate slot, so yeah, I've got 30 different customized license plates that I spread around my various cars. Next to the Hustler, we have the Hot Knife. Uh, Man, I love this car. I wish the rumble seats worked. Like, I wish people could ride in the rumble seats. That would be badass. Um, Although on this one, it opens backwards. So that wouldn't work too well. But yeah, the Hot Knife is cool. And then we have the Z-Type, the Truffade Z-Type, which is based off of a 1930s model Bugatti, one of the very first. It's got those crazy windows, but other than that, it's just an absolutely gorgeous car. I've got it here in this dark red and gold, and I think that turned out pretty well for it. It's a color scheme that works. Pretty meticulous about choosing colors for my vehicles. Um, and I try not to let my vehicles look like anyone else's. I'm sure there are other vehicles out there that have these same color schemes, but I try to keep it personal. For some things. Other things like this Winky, which is based off of the Jeep Willie from World War II. Some things just look good in your standard colors. Like you're not going to go wrong with olive drab. And yeah, if you're a fan of Cyberpunk, you'll recognize Militech on the license plate there. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Cyberpunk. I will go into that more at a later time. Next to it, we've got this Western Gargoyle, which is, believe it or not, based on a motorcycle from the 40s. That was later used for basically like hill climbing races or competitions. Not a lot of people know this, but the Weevil, obviously based on the Volkswagen Beetle, has literally been around since the final days of World War II. It is old. It remained pretty much unchanged. Like even when they stopped manufacturing them in Germany and America, they were still manufacturing them in Mexico up until the early 2000s. But yeah, it all started in the 40s. Then we've got the Dune Crawler, which is like a 1940s Ford cargo pickup, obviously with some military stylings. Yeah, that's enough said about that. Again, the Beetle is the Weevil is a highly customizable vehicle, and I dig that livery. That's why I had to have a second one in here. Not just for the customized version of it, but I had to do something with that livery. It's just cool. Then we got the World War II style military motorcycle, which it's a FCR 100 custom, but to me it looks like a cross between an Indian and an old Harley. So I'm not really sure what it is in this configuration, but it's cool. I do wish they'd given it the holster along the fork to hold either a Thompson or a shotgun. I think that would be cool, but that's the fanboy in me talking. And then we've got the old rat truck. I forget if this is a Ford or a Chevy. It's not a Dodge. I don't think so anyway. But I sure do like that purple I've got on there. I think it just works really well. All right, moving up to the third floor of the first garage. So that's the 20s through the 40s, and now we're getting into late 40s, early 50s. There are, 4 different Slam trucks available. Well, I mean, there's more than that if you count all the variants of the Arena Wars stuff. But yeah, the Vapid Slam truck done in the red, white, and blue. I love the way that turned out. It's a pretty useless vehicle. It would be cool if cars would stay on the back if you could actually tow them, but nope, that's just wasted opportunity. Got your regular Slam truck here, although this is the custom version. Again, it's one of those vehicles where the custom version and the regular version aren't really different enough to warrant having them both side by side. So I just went with the one that looks better. Speaking of looking better, my Broadway. I love this color scheme. I love this car. It all works out really well for me. It's like straight up, that looks like it's cast right from pearls, and the blue is just electric. Here we have the Arena War. Which one is this? The Future Shock version of the Slam Van, just because it's the clean one. The wheels don't work for this garage next to all these classics, but hey, it's so customized that it doesn't really matter. That really dark blue, almost black with the gold works well for me. But my Hermes, man, I have loved the Hermes ever since the Cuban Hermes in Vice City. Not to mention, just loving old Buick Roadsters. I love this purple paint scheme it's got on it. It's like iridescent. It really shines. All right, and we've got the Lost Slam Van, which I was lucky enough to win on the casino wheel. It's one of the prides of my collection. Like, it's hard to get this, and it sure is pretty. Let's see, what do I have on this license plate? Vagabond. I mean, it's a popular one for me. I like it a lot. All right, and that takes care of the 20s up to the early 50s. When I get back downstairs, we will head to the next garage, which takes care of the rest of the 50s. Oops. Oh, look, now the sun's out. There we go. I love this view.